And here is the Writer's Almanac for Friday. It's the 8th of April, 2022. It's the birthday of the Greek poet Dionysius Solomos, born on the island of Zakynthos in 1798. He was one of the first Greek poets to write his poems in contemporary Greek rather than ancient Greek, and thus his work became the foundation for later generations of Greek poets. Also known for his long poem Hymn to Liberty, the first four stanzas of which eventually became the Greek national anthem. It's the birthday of the novelist Barbara Kingsolver, born in Annapolis, Maryland, 1955, grew up in rural Kentucky, spent part of her childhood in the Congo where her father was a physician. Family lived without running water or electricity. Author of the novels The Poisonwood Bible and Flight Behavior, which tackles the effects of global climate change on monarch butterflies, nonfiction. Also the author of Animal Vegetable Miracle, A Year of Food Life, in which her family moved from Arizona to a farm in Virginia and spent a year growing all of their food. It's the birthday of the journalist Seymour Hersh, born in Chicago, 1937. First came to prominence in 1969 for exposing the My Lai massacre cover-up by the Army at the height of the Vietnam War. He also reported on the Watergate scandal, and he was one of the most outspoken critics of the war in Iraq during the Bush era. It's the birthday of Harvey Cushing, born in Cleveland, 1869, who pioneered the use of X-rays in the diagnosis of brain tumors, considered the father of neurosurgery. And it's the birthday of the editor and publisher Robert Giroux, New Jersey, 1914, who discovered Jean Stafford, and then her husband, Robert Lowell, and then, by way of Lowell, discovered a young writer named Flannery O'Connor, whom he edited and published. Here's a poem for today by Patricia Kirkpatrick, entitled Odessa, for J.S. I drove through Sacred Heart and Montevideo over the Chippewa River all the way to Madison. When I stopped, walked into grass, blue stem, wild rose, a monarch. I was afraid at first. Birds I couldn't identify. Might have been bobolinks, non-breeding plumage. I'm always afraid of what might show up suddenly, what might hide. At dusk, I saw the start of low plateaus, plains really, even when planted, almost to the Dakota border. I was struck by the isolation and abiding loneliness, yet somehow thrilled. Alone, hardly another car on the road, and in town, just a few teenagers wearing high school sweatshirts, walking and laughing on the edge of a world they don't know. Darkness started as heaviness in the colors of fields, tractor, cornstalks, stone. I turned back just before the Prairie Wildlife Refuge at Odessa, the place I came to see, closed, empty. The moon rose, full. I was driving Highway 7, the Sioux Trail. I could feel the past, the way I could in Mexico, Mayan tombs in the jungle at Palenque, men tearing papers from our hands, 3 hours still to drive home. Odessa, a poem by Patricia Kirkpatrick from her collection entitled Odessa, published by Milkweed Editions and used by permission here on the Writer's Almanac. Be well, do good work, keep in touch.